Hello, YouTube family. Welcome and welcome back to Free's Fragrance Finds. I am the lady of the house, Lady Free, your gourmand guru, and welcome to day 7 of 25 days of Christmas. Guys, in today's video, we have our second portion of our Navitus series. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please continue to watch. Guys, but before we get into today's video, I would love for you to take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on those post notifications so you'll be notified when the remaining days of Christmas, as well as any other uploads, are posted to this channel. Don't miss out. Let's get into today's video. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Welcome back to my channel. Again, you have your girl Lady Free, your gourmand guru, and I am so excited. I am elated to have you all here. So as you heard in today's video, it is our second portion of our Navitus series, and we will be discussing Miel Extase as well as Ambrosia Imperiale. Now, Miel Extase is a new pickup for me. I know it's about 3 to 4 months old. Ambrosia Imperiale, baby, I got that fragrance when it first came out. So please just continue to watch and let's enjoy ourselves together. So guys, forgive the lighting if it has changed a little bit. I forgot to turn on my product light here, so do forgive the lighting if it has switched up or you do notice a difference in the quality of the video. It should be better. But anyway, like I said, we have our Miel Extase, and this is a perfume that is in conjunction with Karina from Dear Makeup Diary. And Miel Extase means honey ecstasy. So again, you have your packaging. This is your standard Navitus presentation. And here you have your bottle, as well as your card with the notes and with the name of the fragrance reviewer on it. So again, this is Miel Extase from Karina. She did a very good job with this fragrance, and it is a new pickup for me. I've only had it for, I think, maybe a week or two now, and I have had a chance to live with it and wear it a few times, so I can give you a spoiler. I do really like this fragrance. However, it does smell like a fragrance I already have in my collection. We will get into that in just a minute. Again, like I said, the meaning of Miel Extase is honey ecstasy, so this is a honey fragrance. It's very honey. It's very you have apricot. I think you have some other dried fruits in there. You also have an alcohol note, so it's a bit boozy. To me, it puts me in the mind of a very sweet mixed drink. So maybe an apricot that is maybe an apricot or a rum flavored apricot or something of the nature. It's very syrupy, very sweet, and it is overall a very good fragrance. If I had to rate this fragrance, I would give it a strong 8.5 and maybe 9 out of 10. I will take a point away for originality, because it does smell very similar to a fragrance I already have in my collection. So let's get into the notes of the fragrance. So the notes of Miel Extase include honey, apricot, dried fruits, ginger, violet, rum, saffron, toffee, tonka bean, Madagascar vanilla, dark chocolate, and caramel. Guys, do y'all hear those notes? Doesn't it sound like it's going to be the most appealing, most intoxicating, most gourmand fragrance? And guess what, guys, it definitely is. I already told y'all I really like the fragrance. I already gave y'all my formal rating of it. The honey note in here to me isn't extremely prominent. It isn't as prominent as I anticipated it to be. It is a, let me read this really quick, the honey, what kind of honey it is. Wild honey. So it is a very photorealistic honey. However, the honey isn't idyllic or animalic at all. It isn't skanky. It doesn't put you in the mind of your scandal or anything like that, which can be scandalous, okay, which can be a little bit scandalous and skanky. It's a palatable honey. It is a very smooth, very sweet honey. However, I don't get a whole lot of honey. What I get in this fragrance is definitely your apricot, definitely your booze, and in the dry down I do get a bit of your dark chocolate. I would say that this does smell like your Dolce Diablo by Narcotica. So what I did was take a moment to go ahead and spray both fragrances on a piece of paper, and I have allowed them to dry down for probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So let me sit this here, and I have my paper here, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. And do I feel like these are two separate fragrances? Are they too close to where they are too similar to each other, where you don't need one and then you don't need the other? You don't need one if you have the other. Anyway, so in the dry down on the Miel Extase, like I said, the chocolate definitely comes through. It's a dark chocolate, a little bitter chocolate. So while the fragrance is still sweet, yeah, the chocolate in the dry down makes it a little bit less sweet. Excuse me. I am still getting over this cold, y'all. It is whipping my ass. I want to spray it on my skin and get it just to get those opening notes again. Let's give it a second to do its thing. And let me see if I'm really... I am getting the honey. But the apricot for me is what really shines. Yes, I do get the honey in the opening. I still wish I got more of it though. But baby, in that dry down, it's very... You definitely get that chocolate. It's very chocolatey, very... Yeah, in the dry down. So when compared to your Dolce Diablo, in the dry down, the Dolce Diablo is less chocolate, but in the opening I get more chocolate from the Dolce Diablo or Dolce Diablo. Which one is it? I don't know. However, on this paper, I can say that as far as lasting power goes, I thought the Dolce Diablo was a stronger scent. As far as lasting power is concerned, that Miel Extase is winning. I had already listed in my notes that the Dolce Diablo is a stronger fragrance and it's a more denser fragrance. I still agree with that, but it is obviously not as long lasting, and obviously, let's say not long lasting, but obviously not as strong of a fragrance than the Miel Extase. I will say I still feel it's a smidge lighter wearing. It's not light at all. This is a strong fragrance. We'll get into the sillage and things like that in a minute, but when I say strong, it's present. Like, you definitely smell it, okay? So, and it's present and it's in your face. I guess that has a bit to do with the sillage, but I want to get into that a little bit in a minute. We'll get to that. So while the Dolce Diablo, I feel like it's a more denser fragrance. It is a more heavier fragrance. It is a more decadent fragrance because, again, you get more of that chocolate in the opening. However, I am surprised that it's, as far as the strength of it, like my ability to smell it on this paper, I smell the Miel Extase much more than I smell the Dolce Diablo. I know that's ghetto with the paper, y'all, but I had to go with what I had, okay? Because we got to get this content out. But overall, I will say that the fragrances still, to me, are extremely similar, especially in the opening. Where it does take a turn is in the dry down. So, do I feel like it's worth having both fragrances? Honestly, no. Because for me, I do not want a lot of redundant scent profiles in my fragrance collection. That stops and that avoids the fragrance from just sitting on it. So if from sitting and for me not reaching for it. So if I have a bunch of redundant fragrances in my profile, in my collection, I will tend to not reach for them, or I would tend to reach for one and not reach for the other, because this fragrance to me satisfies that craving, especially if I like more one than the other. As far as do I like one more than the other and which one would I pick, because I'm so fond of Dolce Diablo and because I've been having that fragrance already in my collection and I had it first, and because it is a bit more of a denser fragrance, it's more decadent to me, I'm still going to go with the Dolce Diablo. That to me, that's a 10 out of 10. This is a strong 8.5, 9 out of 10. I do like the fragrance. So as far as the sillage, like I said, it's a strong fragrance. You're going to smell yourself and other people are going to smell you as well. This is not a skin scent. This is not a fragrance to where you're going to live in your own bubble. People are going to smell you. It's going to fill up a room. While it's not beast mode, it still will fill up a small room. You will be smelled and you will be noticed. As far as the longevity of the fragrance, like I said, I smelled this one more than I smelled the Dolce Diablo, and the Dolce Diablo does last a while on my skin. So I would say that the Miel Extase lasts at least 8 hours on your skin. I have worn it and I have lived with it for a bit. So projection is good, and the wearability and the it lasts a long time. The longevity of it is great. So is it a unisex? Is it a feminine? Is it a masculine fragrance? I do feel like this fragrance is a unisex fragrance. However, because it's sweet, I feel like the sweetness allows it and lends more to the femininity of the fragrance. However, the alcohol in the fragrance, the rum in the fragrance does lean, I feel like it doesn't lean masculine, but I do feel like a man would be just fine wearing this fragrance. So as far as the time of year, I feel like this is a fall winter fragrance. I do not see myself wearing or enjoying this fragrance at all in the spring or the summertime, because like I said, this is a heavier wearing fragrance. It isn't as heavy as the Dolce Diablo, but it is a heavier, denser fragrance, and I do not see these notes coinciding with any type of hot weather. So this is a colder weather scent. So as far as the day or nighttime, I mean, you can wear fragrance whenever you want to wear it, but this is a sexy, let's get dressed nighttime fragrance. Let me let somebody smell you, because just wearing it to the mall, baby, or wearing it just around the house, or wearing it to run some errands, baby, not enough people are going to smell you. Okay, you need to fill up whatever room you're in with this fragrance. So have I gotten compliments on it as of yet? No, because I haven't had it that long, but I have lived with it for a little amount of time. I have worn it enough to know, give you details on it. However, I have not gotten any compliments on it yet, but it is a very sexy and intoxicating and inviting fragrance. So recap of Miel Extase. Yes, I do feel like Miel Extase is very similar to the Dolce Diablo by Narcotica. I wish I got more of the honey, but I do get not a lot, but I do get some honey. Mainly what I get in this fragrance is a boozy apricot scent, and in the dry down I get the chocolate. So what I get from this fragrance is the booze, the apricot, and the chocolate. I guess you can throw in the dried fruits that they list on there. I do not get the ginger. What else? I don't get the saffron. I can see how the saffron may lend to the smoothness of the fragrance, because it is a very smooth fragrance, but I don't get much saffron. Violet wood, I really don't get that. Maybe a little bit of woodiness in the dry down, although the violet wood is in the heart of the fragrance. Maybe in the dry down it can might be a little woody. And ivory and ginger, I do not get much spice from this fragrance at all. Brazilian tonka bean, Madagascar vanilla, chocolate, caramel, and toffee. I don't get much caramel or toffee in the dry down. What I get in the dry down is a dark chocolate. As far as wearability, I feel like this is a very strong fragrance. I feel like the sillage is great. I feel like the projection, the sillage is projection. I feel like the longevity is great. I feel like it is a unisex fragrance, leaning feminine. At the very least, I would recommend you go get your nose on it. You go get some samples and smell it. I do not feel like this is a safe blind buy. However, if your scent profile is anywhere close to mine, I feel like you would like and enjoy this fragrance. Again, guys, that's Miel Extase by, of course, by Navitus, because this is my Navitus series. So guys, the next fragrance I have by Navitus is Ambrosia Imperiale. And I have had this fragrance for a while. I only have the 3 Navitus fragrances in my collection. I am looking to get more. We will discuss that on a future video, tomorrow's video. So make sure you stay tuned to find out what are the next fragrances I'm going to buy and what are the fragrances that I, spoiler alert, may have already purchased from Navitus. However, quick 2.5 story time on the Navitus scents. Baby, as soon as my girl Aisha announced that baby, she had a fragrance coming out, literally as soon as I clicked off the video, I was getting ready for work, and as soon as I clicked off the video, I went and purchased it, honey, immediately, okay, in my Bernie Mac voice, immediately, honey, because I just knew that this fragrance was going to be a banger. Not only that, like I've already told y'all, I love my girl Aisha, I love my girl AI. So baby, it, honey, behooves me, honey, to purchase the fragrance and to support my girl, because guess what, she has been, I feel like, an influential person in my fragrance journey. So another quick story time on that. Y'all know I'm just starting this fragrance, right? This fragrance channel, right? Let me tell you, girl, let me tell you, girl, and let me tell you, guy. Why is my hair sticking up right there? Let me tell you, girl, and let me tell you, guy. The very first video I put out, I shouted out Aisha and I shouted out Platinum Deep. But mainly, I shouted out, not mainly, but the story is about Aisha, okay? So, I shouted out Aisha, not, you know, just because I felt like I had to give her flowers. I felt like it was just letting her know that I never feel like she was ever going to see the video, although I did tag her in it. It was just for, okay, if I mentioned someone in my video, I want to give credit to where credit is due, okay? So I'm always going to, if someone influenced me or if I purchase something that someone else recommended, I'm always going to tag them. I'm always going to give people their credit and give people, regardless of if they were, you know, like the product or whatever or not. If someone influenced me to, just anyway, like if I mention somebody in my channel, I'm going to tag them, because that's what you're supposed to do. Like, I hate when people act like this was an original idea to them, or act like this was an original something to them when it's not. So I am influenced. This channel is influenced by Aisha, and I was literally just giving her her flowers and letting her know that I appreciate her. And guess what she did? And she didn't have to. I didn't even, like, as many followers as she has, and probably as many people have tagged her, or as many DMs, and how probably busy I feel she is. I'm stuttering, y'all, because I'm excited. I never felt like she was ever going to, like, pay any attention to it. But guess what she did, y'all? Make a long story short, make a long story longer, right? She viewed my video, she commented on my video, she subscribed to my channel, and she shouted me out on her Instagram story. Can y'all believe that? So right now, I'm going to take a quick 2.5, baby, and give Aisha some love, because she's a real one for that. That was literally my first video, y'all. I had one video posted on my channel, and she took the time out of her day to show me some love. So guess what? I'm showing love right back. So anyway, Ambrosia Imperiale is, spoiler alert, obviously a love for me. This is a Bananas Foster type of scent. She modeled the fragrance after the Bananas Foster, and I definitely get Bananas Foster, a spicy I think this fragrance may have cream in it. I'm going to get to the official notes in just a moment. But I have had this fragrance for a while. Now, what I hear people speaking about this fragrance, speaking of this fragrance, is they attribute lightness, or the adjectives they use to describe it are light and airy. To me, it is nothing light or airy about this fragrance. This is a dense, heavy, very sweet, very present fragrance. Now, I guess they mean that it isn't like strong, like it isn't like when I mentioned how strong the Miel Extase was, it isn't strong like in your face like that, but a little bit it is. Like it's lighter wearing than, you know, the Miel Extase, but I still feel like this is nothing airy or fluffy about this fragrance. It's to me, it is this. However, I will state this. Y'all know I'm your gourmand guru. Okay, so obviously I love to smell like literal foods and literal snack. I wish I got more banana. I do get the banana, but I wish I got more of a sweeter banana. I wish this was a little bit gourmand leaning is what I'm trying to say. Now, what I rate this fragrance, I give this fragrance a strong 9.5 out of 10. And the only reason I'm taking away the half of the point is, again, because I want it to be a little more gourmand leaning. Now, the notes of Ambrosia Imperiale are banana, rum, Divana, Brazilian orange, Ceylon cinnamon, amber wood, dates, orchid, jasmine, saffron, whipped cream, caramel, vanilla, benzoin, and musk. Again, I get the banana, I get the rum, I get a smidge. I hear people saying they get the cinnamon, the heavy cinnamon. I do feel like and can see where they say it's a bit spicy, but I don't get a lot of cinnamon, which is great for me because I always like a lot of cinnamon in my fragrances. I do get a bit of sweetness from the dates. I can see how the saffron may lend to the smoothness of the fragrance, and I can see how the whipped cream may lend to the airiness of the fragrance. However, again, I do not feel like this fragrance is airy at all. It's creamy, yes. Airy, no. I also feel like the caramel, I don't really get a lot of the caramel, but I can see how the caramel is adding to the sweetness of the fragrance, along with the vanilla. And I just feel like the benzoin and the musk maybe notes that are added to ground the fragrance and to not let it be as juvenile or as shorter wearing or fleeting. Okay, so as far as sillage and long lasting, how the performance of this fragrance performs. I smell it. Like, you know how you go anosmic to your fragrances, and you go somewhere and you stop smelling your fragrances, and if someone compliments you like, oh, you can smell me. No, I can smell me. When I'm wearing this fragrance, I smell me. It's not one time that I do not smell me. I continuously get whiffs and wafts of this fragrance throughout the day. So with that said, because I smell it on me, I know other people smell it on me. Is it beast mode? Not really. Almost beast mode. Does it last? I can't stop smelling it. So yes, it definitely lasts. It is a great performing fragrance. It is a great smelling fragrance. It is a long lasting fragrance. You're going to smell you, and everybody else is going to smell you too. So as far as the time of year and the time of year or time of day that I would wear this fragrance, to me this is definitely a nighttime fragrance. I have worn it during the day and got a little bit tired of smelling it because it's so prominent. It's not strong, like overbearing, but it's prominent. It's a very present scent. So I will wear this fragrance at nighttime and get me a good 4 hours in it and go ahead and wash it off. I have worn it during the day and I grew weary. Just because it's there, it's present, and because of that reason, I would not wear this past winter time. I feel like this fragrance performs better and it's going to shine in colder weather. No, I would not wear it personally again during the hotter or the warmer weather or during the daytime. This is a nighttime sexy date night fragrance for me as well. Now, I do want to find maybe a banana fragrance. Spoiler alert, I have purchased Banana by Epico. I think whoever the fragrance is by, I think it's called Banana. But this is a banana fragrance, and I want to layer it with the Ambrosia Imperiale to get my banana life child. So, do I feel like this is a safe blind buy? No. I feel like the Divana, although I don't get a lot of it, I feel like the Divana and I don't know what else, but I feel like something in the fragrance can be a bit off-putting to some people. And again, because it's such a present fragrance, I feel like it may be a bit strong for some people. Although I hear a lot of people saying that it's light. Not to me. Maybe it's my nose, or maybe it's very sensitive to fragrances and to scents and things like that. But it, again, that is what it is. Although this fragrance does get rave reviews, and I have not really heard any negative reviews about it, I still feel like it is not a fragrance for everyone. But because it has been out for so long, I feel like you probably have already smelled it, or you probably already have it in your collection. So still, I feel like it is not a safe blind buy. You can find it anywhere at this point, so definitely get your nose on it if you want to smell it, if you have not already smelled it. This is a perfectly unisex scent. Perfectly unisex. I don't feel like it leans masculine or it leans feminine. I feel like a guy could easily pull this off. I feel like a girl could easily pull this off. I feel like it's just straight down the middle, unisex. So, recap on Ambrosia Imperiale. Love it, love it, love it. I give it a strong 9 out of 10, or a 9.5 out of 10. The only, I took away a half a point just because I wish it was a more gourmand leaning scent. The projection is great. The longevity is great. It is a very good quality scent. It is sexy. It is a nighttime scent. It is a colder weather scent. I do not feel like I would wear it in warmer weather, because to me it is a bit sweet. It is a bit, I don't want to say cloying, but it is very present. Okay, again, this fragrance is perfectly unisex, and I do recommend you, if you haven't already, at the very least, go get your nose on it. So yes, that's it for your Ambrosia Imperiale. Now, I do know that my girl has her Amorous Imperiale, or Amorous Intense, that has been blowing up these YouTube streets. However, I want to mention it more in tomorrow's video, but I have not purchased it as of yet, and I do not have it in my don't have it here as of yet. And that's just because I feel like that's fragrance is going to be a little bit lighter wearing fragrance, and I do want to wear that fragrance during the summertime and during the springtime. I feel like warmer weather will complement that fragrance more, although she said it was made for fall time. Just from the reviews I've been seeing, and from the influx of just Navitus having so many fragrances that's come out at one time, I feel like I wanted to pump the brakes and wait until the springtime to buy that fragrances when my coins have rejuvenated as well. But I just feel like that fragrance will be a little bit more better suiting, better wearing in hotter weather, because I feel like it may just perform and shine better in the hotter weather, because I hear it's a lighter wearing fragrance. So guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Day 7 of 25 days of Christmas. I really appreciate each and every one of you that has taken the time out to view my videos. Please don't forget to like, because that means a lot for the visibility of my channel. So don't forget to like, comment. Let's have a discussion down in the comment section. I have a few asks of you, if that's a word. And also please subscribe and turn on those post notifications, because again, I am posting every day. It's not a specific time of day that I post, because I got to get it in when I can get it in. I got to get in where I fit in. Okay, so Make sure you check out my other videos. I'm going to put as many as I can up in the notes, or up in the cards here, wherever the cards pop up. I'm going to put as many as I can up there. Please check out the other videos on my channel. Also, I will ask of you to please recommend other fragrance reviewers. I want to follow more fragrance reviewers and become a more prominent and present part of the fragrance community. I already follow a lot of fragrance reviewers, and that will help me as well, because the more people I follow, the more present I am. And as well as, if you can take a moment out to just the people that you follow and the people that you're recommending, tell them about me. Okay, so let's spread the word. Let's help each other out here. And so I do want to mention the people that I follow, so y'all won't re-recommend them. I follow Greta Beth. I love Greta. Greta is so classy. She's so elegant. She's so sophisticated. Baby, everything about her just screams money. Okay, and I love that for her. However, she is very relatable, and her fragrance collection is insane. So I do love Gabby as well. Gabby is so pretty, and I love her accent, and I love we have pretty much the same scent profile. She loves Gourmands as well. I just started following Zane. I think she's so pretty. I love her personality. I love the way she describes her fragrance. She's so well spoken, and she's so far so good with her. I think she's a great part of this community. I do follow Opinionated Stance. I follow her because she's opinionated, honey. She's going to tell you how she feel and what she think, and she don't care who feel any type of way about it. So I love that she's opinionated. I love that she's so forthcoming in her opinions of fragrances. I also follow Paulina. I also think she's pretty as well. I love her accent, and Paulina is a hoot. Okay. I love me some Paulina. Vanilla, baby, you talking about a hoot, you talking about a time. Vanilla is hilarious. I love how real she is. I love how relatable Vanilla is. And yeah, Vanilla is just Vanilla, child. Of course, I follow my girl AI. Again, she's the one that got me into loving fragrances the way I love fragrances. She actually is the first fragrance reviewer that I ever subscribed to and that I ever watched. She helped my nose mature. She really got me into loving fragrances, especially niche fragrances. So shout out to her. She influenced a lot of purchases that I have, fragrances that I have in my fragrance collection. I follow Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy is also a hoot, honey. Shaughnessy is hilarious to me. She's also very relatable to me. And baby, I love how candid she is, and I love how forthcoming she is about any and everything, honey. She don't just discuss fragrances, she discusses beauty as well. Shaughnessy, I love her. Shout out to Sharita. Sharita is very classy. Sharita is very elegant. I love her channel. I love how she puts things together on her channel. She has influenced a lot on my channel, so I want to go ahead and shout out Sharita as well. Although I haven't been following her for that long, the short time I have followed her, I love the way she puts her videos together. I love her class. I love her elegance. I love the way she describes her fragrances. So shout out to Sharita as well. Bohu Guru, she's very relatable. I think we live in the same city. She's just so down to earth, and I love the simplicity of her channel, and she just gives it to you and goes about her business. Like, I love her. And baby, I don't been burning up your coal with Lucky Scent. So I also follow Karina. I love how classy and elegant, and how classy and elegant her channel is. I love how classy and elegant she is. I love how aesthetic her channel is as well. I also follow Amanda Marie. Me and Amanda, I followed Amanda Marie for a while, a good while, a long while. However, our scent profiles have went in two totally separate directions. However, I still watch her videos, I still follow, and I still support. So those are the fragrance reviewers that I follow. If I have not mentioned, those are the fragrance reviewers that I follow. So if you have any other suggestions of fragrance reviewers in that you follow and that you would like for me to follow, please put them in the comment section, as well as spread the word about me to those that you put in the comment section. Let's see. another ask, and I'm asking a lot of you guys. Just bear with me, okay? I'm trying to get it, okay? So I would ask that if you have any suggestions about videos, or if you, any type of video that you want me to do, any fragrance that you want me to do, please put it down in the comment section. After these 25 days of Christmas have finished, okay, I will oblige those suggestions. It's only because I already have my 25 days of Christmas mapped out. I already have the videos that I want to do already lined up, and they are coming down the line, okay? So I think that's it. So thank y'all once again for making it to the end of the channel. Please again remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.